I'd like to formally welcome you all to this wonderful venue. Isn't it beautiful? And to the wedding of Natasha and Sam, and thank you all for coming.
If I never knew you, if I never felt this love, I would have no inkling how precious life can be. If I never knew you, I would never have a clue how at last I'd find in me the missing part of you.
Well, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to lovely St Audries on this very special day for Sam and Natasha. I know that it means a great deal to them both that dear friends and family can be here today to share in their happiness and to celebrate the beginning of their wonderful new life together as husband and wife.
You've got a great start to married life. A lot less stresses and strains that most married couples have. Use that opportunity to make each other happy and be decent human beings to others as more opportunities are presented to you. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. And on the last note of this story, while you are walking this path together, and this is important, always hold hands. And you know why? Because if you let go, they go shopping.
I think I'm most nervous about, but when I see Sam at the end of the aisle, I think it'll all be okay, but it's just getting to that point, you know, the adrenaline's pumping and then you get to the aisle and then you see him and then I think that's the bit that I'm nervous about, and then I'll see him and I'll be fine and it'll be really good and he'll be fine then.
I, Sam Dyerson,
I, Sam Dyerson,
take thee,
Natasha
Marie Reynolds,
to
be my wedded wife.
be my wedded wife.
And Natasha. I, Natasha Marie Reynolds,
I, Natasha Marie Reynolds,
take thee, Sam Dyerson, to be my wedded husband.
be my wedded husband.
Thanks to Mandy and Keith for bringing into this world such a wonderful, warm human being, a kind and genuine, loving person, but above all else, a fantastic cook.
Sam, do you take Natasha to be your lawfully wedded wife, promising to love and cherish her through joy and sorrow, and nurture her throughout all the seasons of your life together?
I do.
Natasha, do you take Sam to be your lawfully wedded husband, promising to love and cherish him through joy and sorrow, and nurture him throughout all the seasons of your life together?
I do.
There is one thing that I think we can all agree on. The way that Tash is as a person speaks volume for both of her parents. If I can be half the father to my children, but Keith's been to his, then I know I'm doing something right.
But seriously, we all know how Sam loves his golf, right? In fact, the last 18 holes of golf I played, which was about 3 years, maybe 4 years, 3 years ago, was with Sam. And I won. So, Sam in his early days reminds me of how he played golf back then. So Sam would swagger up to the first hole. Picture it. Picture it. It's a 370-yard par 4 dogleg with trouble all around it. A straight drive is required, a steady, strong hand, and firm stance. I won't ask you to show me that stamp. And in his mind, he's already birdied this hole. So he takes his driver out, he tees it up, he throws his card on the ground, he tees it up, okay, and then he goes, he shanks it 200 yards to the left and he's found trouble.
I give you this ring
I'll give you this ring
as a sign of our love.
as a sign of our love.
I promise to be faithful,
I promise to be faithful,
loving and loyal for always,
loving and loyal for always,
to cherish you
to cherish you
through good times and bad,
through good and bad,
and to respect and honour you.
and to respect and honour you.
And pop that ring off. The ring is on, ladies and gentlemen, at the back. Very happy about that. Okay, Jamie, can we have the groom's ring? So Natasha, if you'd like to take Sam's ring. And again, pop that ring on the third finger on the left hand, just on the tip. Repeat after me, but speak directly to your groom. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our love.
as a sign of our love.
I promise to be faithful,
I promise to be faithful,
loving and loyal for always,
loving and loyal for always,
to cherish you
to cherish you
through good times and bad,
through good times and bad,
and to respect and honour you.
and to respect and honour.
It's now 170 yards to the hole and he's in thick grass. And in his mind, the next shot is on the green. He takes out the 5-iron. And what is he thinking? He shanks it 130 yards to the right and he's found a deep bunker. It's now a mere 40 yards to the hole, 40 yards. And in his mind, it's still a birdie. It's a birdie chance here. He's got this. He's got this. He takes out his sand wedge. All right, Mike. All right. Yeah, got this. Got this. He takes out the sand wedge. He steadies himself. And what is he thinking? Hang on, I know this is sand, but it's only 40 yards. Give it a chance. He gives it a whack and overshoots the green. 2 putts on the green for a bogey 5. That's Sam. Is that Sam? Who's playing golf with him? Is that Sam?
If we could just take a minute to admire my stunning bride. Without doubt, the most beautiful bride I've ever seen.
Now, the first time I met Sam, or we met Sam, was at Roland Murray. It's a very posh fashion house in Mayfair, don't you know? And those frocks really didn't fit you, did they? And so Sam was security on the door, and Natasha was the receptionist. And obviously, that's where things started to blossom. And my first impressions, where it seems like a good lad, our first impressions, got that bloody wrong. The jelly deals over here, please. But you know, good manners. He always has had good manners. In all fairness to him, mother and dad, and God bless your mum, and very courteous.
It gives me the greatest of pleasure to declare to the world that you are now indeed husband and wife. Congratulations.
So there's some morals here. Listen, that's where I'm getting to with this. That was Sam then. Okay? I think now he's nearing 50, and I'm not bothered by the age gap at all. Oi! Eels over here, jellied eels over here. I'm not bothered by this age gap, I told you. But Sam has matured, and he's actually, as I said before, married a partner this time. Okay? So, congratulations. So this is the parting token wisdom on why I've told you this tale. Okay? Sam has matured, and I hope that taking the thoughts of this story on, and that you now approach each marital tea, looking forward at the holes before you. Sometimes the club you used may not be the club you need to use now. Metaphorically speaking. Natasha is your caddy, and you hers. Talk to each other about the trouble down the right or the left, and choose the right path. And use each club wisely, and stop calling me.
I knew when Sam met Tash she was going to be the one in his life to pick him up when he's down, the one who would rely on to smile back at him during those dark days, the one to share his stories and write the next chapters with, but above all else, the one to finally deal with all Sam's life admin, so he doesn't call me, asking me to renew his driving licence, asking me to book his holiday, or asking me anything in particular that doesn't require me. I mean, I tell you what I will miss though, I will miss John, help me with this, John, help me with that. But I'll be happy with that as I know he's finally found his one.
I'm very proud of her, and couldn't be more prouder than when in class 8G in Ribston, the pupils were asked to write a short book article about someone they admire. This is something I'm very proud of. And when the kids presented to the teacher, every single person in school chose a celebrity or famous person or sports person, and I was overwhelmed when Natasha produced this, which was all about me. It's not all about you, no, it was all about me. And I was absolutely, seriously overwhelmed on the day. And I still do, to this day, look at this, and it's my most treasured article.
Like Keith said, there are some members of our family that can't be present today. My mum, my auntie Jan, my granddad Sid, granddad Pop and Nanny June. Also my nanny Iris, who's... She'd be here, but she ain't got her faculties, so that's not the point. Also granddad Joe and Nanny Jean. We wish we could look. They are here. Yeah, but that's what it says, yeah. But as we know, they're here in spirit. Anyway, yeah. However, if you're part of one of these families, we all love to party, so we laid out a couple of tables. So please come, feel free to come and have a look. All right.
In your face, terrible with anything that requires any sort of hand-eye coordination, but he's a good heart. He's a genuinely decent soul, a loyal companion for life, a heart that has found his one, and I know with you by his side, you won't get a more loyal companion in your life. And I'm sure you won't mind me saying, but I know Mum, Wendy, would have been so proud of you, bro. And moreover, to have you, Tash, as her daughter-in-law.
I have some lovely and interesting memories from Natasha, a young child, to the beautiful woman she is now. I remember being called to the school one day as Natasha had been involved in an incident in what might result in suspension. Yes, I know, suspension. Now, I'd been used to calls from Churchdown School, where the twins were. But I'd never been called from Ribston. You know, this was Ribston Grammar School, right? Yeah? But it couldn't be true, could it? Couldn't be true. The teacher had got it wrong. Natasha? Nah. But in fact, it was. And she'd actually slapped another girl. And in fact, when I found out, I went up there and they talked to me all about what happened. Tash had slapped another girl who was a partial friend, and that was because she was constantly bullying another girl in her class. So I was very proud of her in the end, but my dream of head girl had been shattered.
Above all else though, I know that I can rely on Sam and his unconditional loyalty. The loyalty that extends out to all of his close circle of friends and family. Now maybe that's a Dyson thing, or maybe that's a Sam thing, but it's definitely a good thing. During all the dramas, during all the chapters, Sam always kept his sense of humour, as you'd all agree. His witty one-liners and his bloody mouth. The amount of times his mouth nearly got us in trouble was unreal. But luckily for us, one of us was sober enough to pacify the situation. 9 times out of 10 it was me. Although I think, Keith, you might beg to differ with that one. Although saying that, all the trouble that we did occur, or get into, you know, over the 30 years, I don't think we've ever had any trouble between us. You know, we've never fallen out, we've always been super tight, you know, and I guess that's why I'm here today. You know, man, we had some laughs, didn't we? You know, we've got some stories to tell. Although, you know, I could talk about, you know, the trip to Amsterdam, or, no, go on that one. Go on that one. The street poetry, no. Or the time your mum found you in the bar, fully clothed with the shower on? Oh, that one? Bloody hell, I can't think we can do much here, can we? What about the time, or the real reason I rolled off the bed and broke the TV airway and your mum went, "Sam! Jamie!" A big toast to my best friend and his beautiful wife, Sam and Natasha Dyson. Thank you.
Which brings me to my beautiful wife. Once in a while, right in the middle of an ordinary life, love gives us a fairy tale. You've been a part of my life for the last 7 years, and I've done more growing up in that time than I did in the previous 32. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and the other page, as you have made me a better man, a better dad, and just an overall better person. For that I will always be eternally grateful. We ain't finished. You've shown me unconditional love in a way that I cannot describe. You've made me the happiest man alive today. I ain't finished. You light my darkest days up with your bright smile. That was Jamie's bit. You've shown me the way when I was lost, and you've always been there for me to count on. There's been many chapters in my life, but I'd like to finish the book with you. Yeah. I want to spend the rest of our lives making you happy, telling you every day how beautiful inside and out you are. You are without a doubt my soulmate and my one true love. You are the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natasha and Sam.